How are you guys, family? I hope everyone is doing well, in great moods, in great spirits. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you being here. To those who are new, if I resonate with you, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Okay, and to those of you who are returning, I appreciate you as much. Just as much. Okay, for your continued love and support, but y'all already know the vibes. Okay, switch the roles if you need to. Assign yourself where you see fit. Don't force anything to fit your experience, your timeline, or your gender. Okay, all are with. So let's see what information, what messages Spirit has for you today. And remember, I'm only going to speak to and channel your higher self, and you should only listen from that aspect as well. So let's see what Spirit needs you to know today. This is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if this doesn't resonate, check out the other readings on my channel for your Moon, your North Node, your Rising. The Fool just fell, and this is your card. Uranus energy. So some guys could be starting a new journey, a new cycle. You could be detaching something that maybe was, I would say, trying or chaotic. You could be receiving clarity about the situation as well. This could be somebody starting their spiritual journey. Okay, I'm also getting the energy of somebody moving, doing something new. Some of you could actually be very original with your ideas and your creative endeavors. This could also be doing something new that you maybe never done before. It could be career changes, starting a new business. I don't know why I'm getting more so things around your finances. It could also be new relationships, but the Fool is just a new beginning. You could be carefree, burden-free, living life, having fun, being yourself. All right. Yeah, see the world. There's a cycle here that's closing out. This is also, it feels like a successful period in your life that you're getting ready to step into. You could be doing something online. This could also be traveling. Somebody could be, okay, I'm kind of getting like overseas. Maybe to mountainous areas or camping I'm kind of getting to. You know, I'm also kind of getting that a karmic cycle here could be closing out with the world. There could have been a lesson here that you maybe learned about knowing when or even how to detach, when to set yourself free. You could be feeling whole and complete. You could also have maybe just reached a certain goal or milestone that you wanted to achieve. Okay, what else? The world is also fixed sign energy. Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio. You know, it kind of feels like somebody here is going through an energetic upgrade with the world, because these can be your chakras, the heart, the sacral. Yeah, see, even the Ace of Cups is renewal. I'm seeing positive beginnings, emotional fulfillment, or just abundance, right? Meeting new people, doing things that you love to do. Okay. You could be starting a relationship with a water sign or another fixed sign. What else? Give me 1 second. Okay, so we have this Eight of Cups. This is Pisces Saturn. So it feels like here somebody is either they're outgrowing their comfort zone or they're outgrowing a cycle that they've been in for maybe quite some time. This could also be this Eight of Cups overcoming illusions. Hello, I'm Scorpio. I'm Scorpio, sun and rising. And Pisces moon. So this Eight of Cups, this gives me like you're detaching and walking away from something. But it's like you're not leaving with feeling like you're lacking something. You know, it's almost like with the world here in the Ace of Cups, like this was probably a self-love journey. Okay, and with the world here, you could have gone through a lot with whoever this person was, or in this past cycle. It could have taught you a lot, maybe about with the Ace of Cups here, true, genuine, unconditional love. But I don't know, this Ace of Cups in the world is giving me like, whatever you're leaving behind, you're not leaving with any regret, any sadness or remorse. It feels like you've done all you can do in a situation, is what this is kind of giving me. And you're ready for a new beginning with the Fool. You're ready for something new. You've outgrown whatever this is. And this Ace of Cups feels like the love that you're probably like giving to yourself, giving back to yourself. Okay, somebody could be going through, this could be like a heart chakra awakening, or an upgrade, or you've completed like a self-love journey and you're ready for new adventures with the Fool here. Maybe you're ready to travel new places, you know, see different parts of the world. Yeah, somebody here outgrowing their comfort zone, and this could also be you walking away from something that's no longer serving you. But with the Fool here, it's like this carefree sort of detachment. Like you feel, maybe this feels like a breath of fresh air, like you can finally exhale in something. Oh my god. Okay, so what's the Fool? Okay, this feels like there's too many cards. But we got the Two of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Six of Swords. You've been patient with something. Some of you, there could also just be a relationship here that's moving into peaceful and calmer waters, where maybe this person will start to be more expressive with their feelings with this Ace of Cups. Or it will be more balanced in showing each other love. Let's get one card. What's the Fool? Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody could have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn prominently somewhere in their chart. Or maybe somebody here could be on the cusp of Aquarius and Capricorn. So some of you guys, I'm also getting, you could be venturing off into a new creative endeavor with this Queen of Pentacles, or a new career. I'm also getting entrepreneurship as well. You could be starting a business, launching a new business. What's this Queen of Pentacles? The Magician. Okay. So this talks about mental clarity, especially with the Fool, because the Crown. This could also be lots of prayer, meditation, manifesting. Somebody's manifesting. Maybe a new beginning. Or for some of you, it could be a family. We got the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. But this feels like somebody desires, it feels like a life partner more so, one that you can run a business with, build generational wealth with, one that's a team player, equally as ambitious, resourceful, hardworking. If you're a man, you could be manifesting this, and even if you're a woman. The Magician is also Virgo and Gemini energy. So I'm getting this energy of somebody that's being more observant, more detailed, more structure, organization. It feels like somebody here is trying to, it feels like really working to improve one's life or financial status with the Queen of Pentacles. Hey Alexis, welcome. What's this Magician? Some people could be detaching from somebody who was like a shapeshifter, because the Magician could also be somebody who wears a mask. Oh, so we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So I don't know if this thing who you were connecting to was lazy or codependent. This Nine of Pentacles in the reverse doesn't give you. This gives me another energy. Nine of Pentacles in reverse could be somebody who hasn't really reached that stage of self-actualization. They haven't learned what they're talented at, what their skills are. They haven't necessarily found their niche in the world. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse is Virgo Venus, but it could also be, there's lots of Virgo energy here. But there could also be, this could also be codependency. Maybe even unemployment, or just somebody who doesn't really want to work hard. What's this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse? I don't know. It feels like somebody is codependent on you. And they probably go back and forth. Yeah, with Cups, there's love here though. You two love each other. Are you here for the tarot reading or not, YB? Are you an Aquarius? Let me know your Aquarius placements. So what's this Two of Cups? This is definitely a relationship though. There's a relationship that you're detaching from. Because somebody shapeshifts. It feels like 1 minute they're in it, and the next minute they're not. Okay, so we have the Star. This is your energy. Yeah, we have the Hangman, the Knight of Cups. The Hangman talks about stagnancy. Okay, so the Star is renewal, rejuvenation. It could also be healing. It is somebody stepping into their North Node, or their operating more out of their crown space. It's also hope, faith, and optimism. In terms of relationship, there could have been like a fated connection here. Okay, I'm kind of seeing that maybe you and a person were meant to come together to like heal codependent parts of each other. Yeah, Four of Swords is healing and restoration. Well, thank you for confirming. I'm glad this is resonating for you. So yeah, this Nine of Pentacles in a reverse gives me codependency, but the Two of Cups talks about a shared energy, right? So it feels like one person in this dynamic shapeshifts, or they wear a mask, they hide their feelings. Maybe they could have been afraid to show you that they really needed you, or what. But the Star, it feels like you could be a healer. You could be, even with the Fool, like somebody who's known to be like, how can I describe it? A black sheep of the family, a curse breaker, a generational healer. You know, you're meant to do something different than what you've seen or what you've been around, especially in terms of relationships. You like, whatever relationships you're in, they could be, how can I describe it? Usually untraditional, like in terms of the dynamic, right? But you're meant to be a guide. What's the Star? Motivational, like inspirational, somebody who has a lot of faith. They walk close with spirit. Yeah, the Tower in the reverse. Okay, so somebody was avoiding the inevitable. You know, it kind of feels like one of these connections where this relationship was an assignment for both of you. Y'all came together to heal each other, and now it feels like this could be over. You could be detaching, or at least you may be recognizing, right? But if you're leaving somebody behind, or if you guys are parting ways, it feels like there's no bad blood between you two. It's not any, you know, malicious slander or whatever between y'all. It's just, okay, this run its course, no bad blood, we still have love, but we're gonna end this because, yeah. What's the Tower reverse? So this could be somebody avoiding change or the inevitable. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles, this is starting over, a new investment. You could be receiving good news in your finances. Okay, this Page of Pentacles, it could be a practical plan. A new investment. What's this Page of Pentacles? Oh, we got the Hierophant. Okay. The Pages is also learning. So there's something here that you learned. You know, okay, I'm kind of getting that there could be new morals, values, and belief systems that were shaped in this relationship based on like giving, receiving. Okay, because the Page of Pentacles, this is an offer, but it's nominal, right? It's really small. It's like extending the olive branch, or I don't know, but it's learning. If you could have learned something in this connection around like reciprocity, equal give and take, maybe even sharing. The Hierophant is also a contract, something that's gained. It could be somebody who has a lot of affluence, influence, wisdom. It can also be a spiritual teacher as well. So, okay, so you were meant to teach a person something. But you know, I'm kind of feeling like there's a lot of love between you and this connection, but somebody didn't put in the same amount of effort that you did. And something about you detaching and walking away from this person is teaching them something. Hey Rebecca, much love to you too. Welcome. I know I'm usually on here like at the crack of dawn, but I had so much to do today, so I'm here a little late today. So yeah, also I'm kind of seeing that somebody's life is like divinely guided and orchestrated, and there is a new offer here from a Hierophant type of energy. Somebody who's morally conscious, or they have their own moral internal compass, right? Not to sound cliche, but they're usually the law-abiding citizens. They're very loyal, structured, right? They're high vibrational. This could also be like they're in alignment with their higher self. I gotta clarify. Give me more on this Hierophant Page of Pentacles, because this could be a new offer coming in from somewhere else, right? Okay, Five of Wands. This is Leo Saturn. This talks about change. Oh, okay. I see what this is. So whoever you were dating, it feels like they didn't have any discipline, any structure in their life. They kind of were scattered, maybe all over the place, maybe even ungrounded with this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe somebody wasn't taking care of their health or their body with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't know. It feels like you were a guide because you live a more balanced, organized, and structured life. And this person was living that. They could have lived a mundane lifestyle, or they just repeated cycles a lot with the Tower in the reverse. This could be somebody who avoids change, like at all costs. It feels like this is what you're teaching this person. It's necessary. Either you're going to fight change, or it's going to start fighting you, right? This is why we have the Tower, because the clock of destiny is divine timing. That's the wheel of fortune. And cycles exist in 7 years. especially for people who are like, how can I describe it? Like star seeds, earth angels, and things like that. When you get around people who have assignments with you and they're not holding up their end of the bargain, right? Eventually you'll be removed, because whatever your calling is, whatever your purpose is, whatever your mission is, period, it has to continue with or without that person, right? So instead of allowing them to delay your clock of destiny, they will intervene. That's what the Tower is. But it seems like you or this person could have been trying to hold on to each other, and time is up. Like they're going to get whatever you were meant to teach them in your presence or in your absence. So now we have the Tower here. It's in the reverse. Somebody was fighting change. So it feels like you're being removed from this person's life. But it doesn't feel like in a malicious way. It's being divinely guided here. So it could be like a situation where you just woke up one day and you're like, yeah, no, I think I'm done. Like, you know, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, this has run its course. I still love you, but, you know, what's this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles, self-mastery, is intention, right? And more so how you distribute your resources, money, time, energy, whatever. It's also hard work, discipline, structure. With the Five of Pentacles, yeah, this person lacked that. And then we have the 10 with the Queen of Wands. Yeah, this Queen of Wands gives me you. Somebody that's ambitious, hardworking, right? You could have maybe a lot of support around you, and maybe this person didn't or doesn't. And you were their support and they're trying to hold on to you. I don't know. But yeah, this... Okay, I'm also getting somebody that's insecure with this Five of Pentacles. They don't have bad character. It just feels like they're missing something. And it feels more so like structure, focus, willpower with the Magician. Like, what's the Five of Pentacles? Okay, Five of Pentacles is Taurus, Mercury. So I also feel in this dynamic, communication may have been an issue too. It just feels like this person wasn't hearing you. That's how you can tell when they're asleep. They weren't hearing anything you were saying. And you were probably telling them something about their patterns and habits, because the Eight of Pentacles is a Virgo energy too. It's Virgo sun. It can talk about your patterns, your habits, your daily routine and regimen. I remember you, Rebecca, from the Taurus read that I did, if you're still here. So what's this Five of Pentacles? Yeah, somebody was lacking focus, structure, intention. Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords. I'm not getting a bad energy from this Seven of Swords. I'm getting somebody trying to figure out how to find that. How to find their path, their niche, what they're good at, right? And a lot of it is through observing you, believe it or not. Because the Seven of Swords, it can be this energy of gathering resources and information. Yeah, see, we got the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. You could have a family with this person. They could have kids. Yeah, you were a guide to this person. Because the Emperor is somebody who's grounded in their identity, right? They have control and structure. They're very organized, assertive, right? The Emperor is all the kings combined. Something here about this person's finances, something about it that could be significant with this King of Pentacles, or their ethic. You know, this person seems to be a good father too if they have kids. Or they have good intention, every intention to be a good father. Maybe somebody just feels like they're unhealed. And you've done pretty much all that you can to assist them, right? What's the Seven of Swords? Let's see. Here's another energy though. Watching you guys. What's the Seven of Swords? Okay, the Ten of Wands. Okay, yeah, this person is learning how to or when to release things when no longer serves them. This could also, because the Ten of Wands is also a Saturn card, right? This is about structure, discipline, right? Organization. Saturn is the boss. This is Sagittarius Saturn. You know, it almost feels like this person can see that their energy overwhelms you. But what they're going to do about it is the thing. King of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Or, okay, so there could be another energy here. Maybe it's a Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be, but there's another energy holding on to whoever this is. What's the Ten of Wands? I'm getting that too. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. It also talks about holding on to memories from the past. What's this? What's this Four of Pentacles? Ten of Wands. They're holding on to something from their past. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, yeah, here. Time is up. Okay, with this Queen of Pentacles above them, this could be something about a mother figure that they have not yet healed from. So the Wheel of Fortune is also, it feels like the end of a cycle. Also somebody learning a lesson. I don't feel like they have real fiscal structure either. Like this just feels a whole, like somebody lives a whole lifestyle of being unstructured, unfocused, or whatever. And it impacts their finances and too. So the Wheel of Fortune is definitely, the wheel is turning, right? This person is holding on to something from their past, and it feels like there's also, if they are holding on to something from their past, it's a mother figure. It feels more so like their mother versus like a third party that they may have kids with. But I kind of get that too. Could be somebody else holding on to them, right? But at the same time, this person was kind of holding back from you. But with the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, time is up. Time is up for whatever they're holding on to. They're being called to let it go. And it could be you too, right? But it feels like this person didn't necessarily have the mental capacity to change, or maybe they weren't ready, right, to change whatever they were doing. But you know, it's kind of weird because I can see signs of them wanting to, right? And this is why they watch you closely, because this is whatever they're lacking, you're teaching them that by, you know, your actions, showing them through your actions, right? And you could be somebody that's very wise. Your words could be very influential too, right, with the Hierophant here. But yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, it just feels like time is up. Like, what's the wheel? This is also growth and expansion too, but I'm getting more so wisdom, right? Because Jupiter can also be wisdom. And the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius, Jupiter. What's the wheel? So it just feels like there's a cycle that's closing out here. Yeah, King of Wands in the reverse. Their fire was misplaced. That's what this feels like. Their fire was misplaced. This person, with the King of Wands in the reverse, this could be somebody who lacks a vision, especially with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. They probably haven't learned what they're good at, what they want to do in life. They could lack ambition, vision. This could also be somebody who's insecure with the King of Wands in the reverse, or they haven't mastered their fire yet. So yeah, they're learning a lesson. For you, it could be boundaries with the Four of Pentacles behind them, and for them, it could be something about their actions. The King of Wands reverse could be somebody that's scattered, but you know, it feels like this person just lacks direction, right? And you can't give that to them, right? And if they don't have it, there's no way. If they don't have a vision for their life, they don't have a place for you, because they can't put you where you belong, all right? And see how you fit in and how, you know, y'all will benefit each other if they don't have a direction. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, Rebecca, I thought so. So what's the world? There, it feels like there's a cycle here that's closing out, or this can be an upgrade. Let's see. But the Hierophant here is here, so oh, the world and the Emperor. So the Emperor is the root chakra. Okay, this still gives me your energy, though, Aquarius, to where you're grounding yourself in your identity. It could be healing their masculinity. Also, you could find yourself being more assertive, right? Taking more initiative to bring order into your life. You got the Moon, the Death card. This person is going through a big transformation, but it feels internal with the Moon. What's the Emperor? This is Aries energy. Okay, the Chariot. Yeah, this talks about willpower, determination, confidence, balance. The Chariot only moves from the spirit of wisdom, and is being in alignment, mind, body, and spirit, which manifests as confidence in the direction that somebody is going in. So yeah, I'm seeing here this person is going through an upgrade, or they're getting ready to. More so their identity, right? Because the Emperor can talk about identity, and the Chariot can too, is solar plexus energy. I don't know, this feels like a new person. This doesn't feel like this same King of Wands in the reverse. Is this King of Wands reverse and the Emperor the same person? Yeah, see, no. There's another offer here, but this Page of Pentacles and the Hierophant, this does feel like your divine counterpart. This past person was an assignment, but it doesn't feel that they're a part of your destiny. It feels like they were placed in your life for you to recall like a soul fragment, or for you to learn a lesson for your spiritual evolution. Okay, I'm kind of getting codependency and boundaries. Right, but there's a new offer here. There's a new offer here. It could be from a Cancer or Aries. It doesn't have to be. This could be somebody who travels for work. They could drive a really nice car with the Chariot. This person can have lots of ambition and willpower because they are grounded in their identity. Give me more on the Emperor. Right, because with the world, we can't acknowledge endings without acknowledging new beginnings. You know, so yeah, look, King of Pentacles. This feels like somebody's life partner. Yeah. And we have the Queen of Pentacles over here, next Magician. So there's something that you manifested that's coming in. The Wheel talks about preparation. So you were being prepared. This person was kind of preparing you, right? Because it don't matter how high vibrational you are. It takes a lot of wisdom and, how can I describe it? Experience to be able to handle a divine masculine or a divine feminine, right? It requires submission, but submission is an art, right? You can't just be out here following anybody's lead or letting them lead you anywhere, right? A divine masculine man is going to require you to have standards, right? And they're going to look for certain qualities and traits. Even a divine masculine woman, right? They know their worth, they know their value, especially showing up as a King of Pentacles. What's this King of Pentacles? This could be somebody that owns their own business. Yeah, look, Three of Pentacles. This person is hardworking. This is Capricorn energy. Somebody could work with their hands. They could be very dexterous. Okay, I'm also kind of getting somebody who's strong. Maybe they like to work out. Yeah, look, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, well. So yeah, the Three of Pentacles talks about teamwork, partnership, working together cohesively, working towards a common goal. Maybe this person even works on cars, or they know how to. Yeah. I don't know why I'm kind of like in my mind's eye seeing somebody wrapping cars. You know, like put that thing around it to change the paint or the color on it. That's what I'm seeing. What's this Three of Pentacles? Somebody could be a Capricorn, or they have Capricorn qualities, which, you know, that's hard work, structure, discipline, planning. What's this Three of Pentacles? Oh, okay, so we have the King of Cups in a reverse. This could be somebody that's really sensitive. What's the King of Cups reverse? Or maybe their heart chakra is not open. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, the Hangman. And we got the Page of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, okay. So this could be somebody, maybe they're not in a relationship right now. But with the man, it feels like this person has been waiting for the right one. I'm kind of getting this energy of somebody saving themselves. Or maybe this King of Cups is somebody who's not in love, or their love life has been stagnant because they haven't found like the right person. Let me make sure. Give me more on this King of Cups reverse. Because the Hangman could be stagnancy. It could be delays, you know. Sometimes it's this energy of, you know, looking within, searching for clarity, understanding, or seeing what needs to be sacrificed. You remember the King of Cups reverse? Yeah, Five of Cups in the reverse. So this is healing. Because the Five of Cups in the upright can be like sadness, grief, crying over spilled milk, a loss of control, but it's in the reverse. So I'm not getting anything negative off of this King of Cups in the reverse. It just feels like their love life could be stagnant. They feel like a healed individual and they're waiting for the right one. What's the Five of Cups reverse? I just want to make sure. I do. Yeah, Three of Cups. They're looking for the right one to share their heart with. Three of Cups is a shared energy. It's also a celebratory energy. Yeah, look. Six of Cups and the Four of Swords. This man is healed and waiting for love. That's what this is giving. Let me make sure again. What's this Emperor? Three of Wands in the reverse. This is Aries Sun. This person could be an Aries. Or they could just be single. Page of Wands, Six of Cups. Yeah, it just feels like they haven't found who they're looking for. It's Three of Wands reverse. I feel like it's going to be you though, Aqua. I do. Sun in the reverse. Yikes. Why these cards keep going in the reverse? Maybe this person has been disappointed in love. Or maybe they're lacking sunshine in their life. Positivity, happiness. Because they haven't found their person. What's the Sun reverse? Yeah, the Page of Cups. We got the Judgment and the Two of Wands. Yeah, the Page of Cups could be a new beginning, showing somebody interest. This could be communication, This could also talk about like somebody's dreams. Okay, this Three of Wands in a reverse with the Sun in a reverse gives me this King of Wands in a reverse energy. This gives the energy of disappointment with the Sun reverse. Oh, okay. So this person is going to be disappointed. Whoever this King of Wands in a reverse is, it's like with the Three of Wands reverse over top of them too, like it gives stagnancy, setbacks, missed opportunities, right? Somebody who doesn't have a sense of foresight. They could even have a bit of doom and gloom or depressive type of nature about them. Or this is somebody who's disappointed. They're oppressed. Or they're going to feel like, ooh, with this new offer. What's this Page of Cups? The Devil. Yeah. That's this King of Wands energy over here. Four of Wands, King of Swords. So somebody's inner child is unhealed. And what's interesting is whoever this new person is that you'll meet, they feel like the healed version of this King of Wands in the reverse. Right? But it gives, they are an emperor, right? But they don't see themselves as an emperor, which is the problem. Yeah, they're very stagnant. Somebody could have addictions. What's the Devil? Somebody's oppressed, but why? Okay, their child is not healed. The Swords in the reverse. Gemini Sun. Yeah, look, we got the Six of Cups and the Empress. Something about this person's mother. They need to heal a relationship with the other, if possible. That seems to be the problem here. The Empress gives me their mother, a mother figure. Even the Six of Cups, their childhood. Okay, so the Ten of Swords in reverse gives me, like, you're coming out of this energy of, it feels like allowing this person to block you and stress you out, or they could have, this feels like some sort of mental turmoil, or how can I have it? I don't know. It feels like this person could have taken a toll on you mentally, and you're coming out of that. I feel like they don't really expect you to move on or think that you'll move on with the Three of Wands in reverse. And I feel like, okay, I'm getting like a bit of depression from this person when you leave them. But like, it's not your fault. Hey Migs, how are you? So yeah, there's a person here, whoever this is that you're leaving, the Sun in reverse gives me this person might be gravely disappointed. Something about their physical appearance could change with the Sun in reverse. This is a person who could also apologize for disappointing you. Something about them feels like they can see your energy overwhelms them in a sense. But hey, like with the Tower being here, that's something inevitable. Like somebody was avoiding the inevitable. And it just feels like your time and their life is up. The cycle is closed and they're going to be so disappointed. I can see it. I can really see it. But it's time for you to come out of this Ten of Swords energy to where something could have been just mentally draining, taxing. What's this Ten of Swords reverse? Yeah, Nine of Wands. Yikes. This is the Wounded Warrior. Sagittarius moon. Somebody could have Sagittarius in their chart, or maybe they are Sagittarius. Yeah, look, the Emperor and the Page of Wands with the moon. This person needs to heal the relationship with their mother. This is what's keeping them in this karmic energy. And what's crazy is the subconscious mind controls the body. So if they're unhealed, they're just out here on autopilot, living in their shadow with the devil here, right? Playing out their wounds, their fears, their trauma, unconsciously though, so they're not even aware of it, and they will never hear what you're trying to say to them or what you're trying to teach them, or they won't be able to receive it, right, if they're unhealed. So what's this Ace of Cups? This feels like a new beginning in love for you. Renewal, right? Yeah, Three of Swords. So this is renewal from this pain, heartbreak, betrayal. I don't know. I'm kind of getting there is a third party in the mix here, still holding on to them, but I can't really see it. I just feel it. What's the Three of Swords? This is Libra Saturn, learning painful evolution. Learning painful lessons for your soul's evolution. So the Ace of Wands, you challenge this person to heal. Yeah, look, Page of Swords with the Hermit. The Hermit is healing, introspection, right? Spiritual enlightenment, quest within. Even the Seven of Wands, this talks about going within to overcome challenges and obstacles. And then we have the Six of Cups here. It's the past. And what's interesting is there's an illusion. Like this person, they don't see that they need to heal something from their past. And that the wounded warrior right here with this Nine of Wands, the Sagittarius moon, that's exactly what that is. I'm hurt, but I don't want you to see it. I don't show it. I just keep going. I just keep, showing up and being present. Right? Bandages, head wraps, wounds, scars, and all. I'm going to keep going and ignore the fact that there's something that I need to, do some shadow work on. You about to move out of state. Yeah, that's what I got with this Fool. Right? Somebody traveling or moving. So yeah, it's like the communication, this person, they just can't hear you. That's why the Five of Pentacles is here. They're not able to, because the Five of Pentacles is Taurus Mercury, right? So Mercury is communication. They just can't hear you, and it feel like it's just coming to a place where I love you, but it's not my job to fix whatever you have going on. And this new offer here looks promising. This looks like somebody with the King of Cups in reverse and the Hangman, and even the Five of Cups is here, but it's in the reverse. So whoever this is healed. They've just been waiting for the right person, right? Somebody who shares the same goals, values, morals, who can work with them, right? With the Three of Pentacles. So you were challenging somebody to heal. This is exactly why you were brought into their life. What's this Ace of Wands? Something about how they distribute their money to energy, whatever is off. They just feel real scattered and stuff. So yeah, the Knight of Pentacles is patience, practicality. I feel like this person needed a dose of practicality. And Aquarius is going to be the one that's going to give it to you too. Like, not to say that y'all are like assholes or whatever, but y'all speak the truth. Y'all say it, right? Like, y'all always gonna say what needs to be said and really not care how people feel about it, because when you know it's the truth, like, what else do you want me to do? I just never known Aquarius to be sugarcoaters, and sometimes people need that. Now your delivery or their receptivity is dependent on how you deliver it. But I don't know, I just feel like when you deal with grown people, how nice do you want me to be? I'm the same way. I'm a Scorpio. I'm going to be honest, straight shooter with it. So what's this Knight of Pentacles? So yeah, we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords, yeah, see, this person is stuck. They feel like a victim for something that happened to them. It feels like they live in their head. This could also be it's weird because maybe you see a lot of potential in this person, but they have imposter syndrome. They don't see it themselves. Yeah, this person was keeping you trapped from something that's good. Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers, the King of Swords. So regardless if you're a man or a woman, the King of Swords would be your intellectual match. Right? Because the gender doesn't matter. Just the dynamic of the relationship. As long as it's balanced, it's going to work. What's the Eight of Swords? And I don't know. It also feels like with this Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, you got to a point where you're like, okay, am I being patient with this person or am I delusional? Like, yeah, Two of Pentacles, are they going to change? Because this is Capricorn Jupiter. This talks about somebody who can be open and flexible to change. In the upright, they make good decisions. They have their priority order, right? They're able to juggle, you know, what they need to and sacrifice what they don't. Yeah, so it feels like you got to a point where like you probably gave up because it's like, I don't know if my patience is going in vain or if they're gonna change. Yeah, people don't usually change on a core level. They can make little changes to improve themselves, but they're always gonna operate out of their relative nature. What's the Two of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords? Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this is reevaluating a situation, taking a second look at it, a closer look at it. So Seven of Pentacles is towards Saturn. Security, stability is really important to you. And if this person was scattered, that would be throwing you off, especially mentally. Being an air sign, you operate out of cerebral energy. So like, to be out of control, to feel like things are out of your control is like psychic danger. What's the Three of Swords? This person is going to be heartbroken. Yeah, Ace of Swords, that's the truth. Yeah, you're cutting yourself free. But you know, this is helping you to heal, right? And it feels like, in a sense, to where you're adopting like more love for yourself. Yeah, the Lovers is integration. This is you back into union with yourself, with the love that you have for yourself. Because it feels like you've given a lot of it to this person. What's the Three of Swords, Ace of Swords? This is an epiphany too. This person is going to be heartbroken when they realize you have a new beginning here in love. Yeah, the Strength card. Overcoming challenges and obstacles. Somebody here has a lot of mental strength. The Strength card also talks about confidence, right? Maybe even standing in your power. I'm feeling there's also a healing of somebody's confidence here, because it could have been a point in time where you kind of had to stop and question, like, why am I not worth the sacrifice? Like, why is this person not changing from me? But it's not up to you. You can't force somebody to. And maybe that's what you're realizing, like, okay, I need to be strong and remove myself from this situation. No matter how much love I have for them, it's just gonna bring you down. What's the Strength card? Yeah, the Hermit, introspection. Somebody had to find their confidence, right? And knowing that in letting go, you will be fine. You'll be okay. So there could be a healing of the confidence taking place here. Somebody could be finding clarity again. Right, your third eye could be opening. Your intuition could be heightened at this time. Maybe even you're having a lot of dreams and epiphanies. You know, it kind of feels like this person could have helped you heal your pride or your courage in a sense too. That's kind of what I'm getting. Because in order to have more, you have to believe that you deserve more. You get what I'm saying? What's this Seven of Pentacles? Yeah, there's a reevaluation of somebody's priorities. I don't know if it's yours or theirs, but it could be both. Yeah, Four of Wands. It's like, can this person support me? Do they bring order, structure, balance into my life? Is this connection harmonious? Maybe even there's something about living together. Somebody could be, because the Four of Wands could talk about domestic living situations. Or maybe you just had to take a step back and see, is this person ready for union? Are they marriage ready material? Yeah, the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Cups. Somebody could want to move out of their hometown. And maybe some of you even second guess, like, okay, maybe we can be together but not live together type of thing. And you're like, is that going to work? But it just feels like, I don't know. What's the Four of Wands? This is Aries, Venus. Venus talks about your desires, but your desires aren't always what's best for you or what you need. Yeah, see, Seven of Wands. Standing your ground, protecting your territory, what you've built. This person could be asking for a reunion, but the Seven of Wands feels like you're saying no. They watch you. This person watches you. Whoever this is, it feels like this is a very observant person. They watch you closely. They could even study you. I mean, they're supposed to, right? As long as it's not in a malicious way. But you showing up as the Hierophant star, you're supposed to. You are this person's guide. You're meant to show them a new way of life, a new way of living, existing, operating. They were meant to take whatever morals, you know, paradigms that you exist in or operate out of and adopt that as their own. This relationship really feels like an assignment, right? So we have 7-7 here. This could have been a 7-year cycle, a 7-year contract. 7 is also completion. It's a divine number. What's this Eight of Cups? So you're seeing through some sort of illusion. It feels like you're seeing that either this person just isn't ready or they're not going to change. Okay, the Empress. Maybe you have to see yourself as the prize, because the Empress, she knows her worth and value. She's also very abundant. She's grounded. She's resourceful, caring, and nurturing. Eight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Somebody here is very ambitious. Or the Empress could just be somebody who is over an illusion, right? And it has something to do with being on the receiving end, because the feminine energy is magnetic, right? This can be an energy of attracting all of your abundance, your blessings, and things of that nature. What's the Empress? This is also Taurus Libra energy. Venus. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords, which talks about anxiety. Somebody could have given you lots of anxiety. They could have had you in your head a lot, or this is somebody who's in their head about you. Yeah, Six of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. There's a big opportunity on the horizon here. It might be a risk, but things are going to move into peaceful and calmer waters here. Give me more on this Knight of Swords. Mentally, it feels like when you remove yourself from this situation. Yeah, the Moon. This feels like fear, paranoia. Somebody who maybe wasn't following their intuition. You know, I'm kind of getting that there's some things that this person was hiding. And maybe you didn't have any evidence of it, but intuitively you can feel it. And it made you anxious. I don't know, because it just feels like an energy of trying to really understand this person, right? And if you can't put your finger on what exactly it is, it's going to drive you crazy. It's going to really start to get you in your head and make you wonder and question, like, what could it be? At least if they weren't hiding anything, this is what I'm getting. Give her on this Empress. Now, this Empress could be the mother of their children. It could be this Queen of Wands, a third party. Is this Queen of Wands Aquarius? Yeah, no. But you know what's interesting? This Queen of Wands feels like, it does feel like you, right? But if like you're this Empress and this Queen of Wands is somebody who wanted to be like you, somebody who maybe tried to take on your persona, your characteristics, to, and the moon, right, is a magnet, is to pull, is to draw in, right, this person. I'm getting copycat energy off of this Queen of Wands. I just am. And sometimes it can be hard to tell them apart in readings, the feminine, the karmic feminine and the divine feminine, because the divine feminine wants to be everything, or the karmic feminine wants to be everything that the divine feminine is. But there's definitely here somebody behind the scenes. I felt it over here. This Queen of Wands could be this person's ex, or maybe they have kids together. I mean, it's still ex if they're with you, but you know. Yeah, look, Page of Wands. This person could have a son, or maybe they have a child, or this could be communication from this Queen of Wands. But this person with the moon next to her, this is a hidden energy. It feels like somebody that maybe threw rocks at your relationship and hid their hands, or they were able to subtly influence this person. This is the past too, with the moon next to her. This is somebody from the past. Why is she here? What's this Queen of Wands? This is an energy that stressed you out too. Because this feels like somebody who was constantly trying to assert themselves in your relationship. To cause stress with this Nine of Swords. Anxiety. She was in the middle somehow. Yeah, Knight of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who repeats a karmic cycle. This could be somebody that's reckless. So they were trying to create some sort of illusion around you and this person. Maybe they wanted this person to, your person, Aquarius, to feel like they picked the wrong one, or they were the better choice, or whatever. I mean, they're not. I can see it, but... Somehow, this Queen of Wands was able to influence your person. What's Knight of Wands in the reverse? Yeah, see, Knight of Cups. Oh, we got the Justice card in the Knight of Cups. You know, this feels like somebody who is definitely reckless. And it feels like vindictiveness. Like, oh, okay, so if your person left, then I'm going to take matters into my own hands and make sure this person gets karma, right? And it would be whatever they're going towards, them following their heart, or whatever they're pursuing, or yeah, this is a situation that they need to balance out and heal, because healing is balance. All right, what's this Knight of Cups? Yeah, the Queen of Swords. This feels like an energy that was just always in this person's ear, always has something to say, always has something to talk about. She feels manipulative. And the Queen of Wands can be kind of cold or aloof. Queen of Swords, rather. Who's this Queen of Swords? Oh, this could be you. Queen of Swords could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's see, who's this Queen of Swords? Yeah, Six of Wands. This is you. Ace of Pentacles. I keep seeing this Ace of Pentacles. There's hidden abundance somewhere. Prosperity, or this is even a new contract. But the Ace of Pentacles is going to be long term. It feels like somebody's getting ready to meet their life partner after they close out this cycle. And you two could end up starting a family. You could end up getting married with this Empress here, having kids. Like, quick. Like, really fast after you close out this cycle. Yeah. So this Justice card with the Knight of Cups, it feels like you following your heart and doing what's best for you. Making a head over heart decision. Right? Using your discernment. And with the Six of Wands, moving forward towards your path of healing or to fulfill your destiny, your prophecy, whatever you're meant to do here. What's the Six of Wands? You could have a successful job in communications. Or you could be somebody who's motivational. What's the Six of Wands? You could have Leo somewhere in your chart. Or that's your opposite. Yeah, we got 3 cards. The High Priestess, the Six of Cups, the Four of Swords. So these are all cards of healing. The High Priestess talks about your wisdom, right? Following your intuitive nudges. Yeah, look, here's the King of Swords back here, which would be your intellectual match. Give me one card on this Six of Wands. Yeah, Six of Swords. And look, this Ace of Pentacles here again. What's the Moon? I don't know why I'm getting like the darker feminine energy, like of this Queen of Wands and the Moon, like Lilith, like a succubus, or somebody who uses their, right? Because Lilith can talk about free liberation and things like that too. But I'm getting the darker side of Lilith with this person, their ex. Yeah, the Four of Swords, healing and restoration. So I don't know, I feel you moving in silence. You really have much to say now, right? You're just doing what you need to do. You could be recalling your energy, spending more time inside or resting. Or maybe somebody here needs to sleep more at night. Maybe you need more rest. With this Four of Swords. Or I'm getting like a healing of the nervous system as well. Or maybe this is more of you following your intuition, those intuitive nudges. But you're making a decision to do what makes you happy with the Two of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Temperance, and aligning more with your higher self. I'm going to see something from this Queen of Wands over here. Because I knew I was feeling a third party back here. I just couldn't see it. And whoever this is, they're holding on to this person. And they still have some form of influence over them. I don't know, like, if they're using the kids as pawns, or if they're not taking care of their kids and this person is just causing drama behind it. I don't know what it is. But, and also I'm kind of getting this energy with this Queen of Wands is also you, and the Knight of Wands in the reverse, like you cursing this person out. Or cursing your person out and telling them to put whoever this is in their place. I'm kind of channeling that too, to where you maybe have had to let this person have it. Because the Knight of Wands in the reverse, they can be reckless. But it feels like if that's the case, then this person was provoking you and you probably just got tired of it. So who's this Queen of Wands? Yeah, look, drama starter. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Yeah, look, and on this card, these two people are in a relationship. So they would start drama just to cause interference in this connection to make this person want to walk away from you and come back to them. What else for this Queen of Wands? Reflecting. Okay, that's this Four of Swords energy. And talking shit, threatening, happiness hater, bad karma. So it feels like your person could be reflected on how they let this person cause drama or come in between the connection with y'all. What else? Yeah, because we do have the King and the Queen of Wands, but the King of Wands is in the reverse, which means she was draining his energy. Okay, so we have moving on in the reverse. That just fell, though. What else for this Queen of Wands? Oh, too many cards. What's for this Queen of Wands? Rejected. Yeah, he don't want her. He doesn't. Crying over you, sad, hurt, etc. Creeping. And I really don't mean to laugh, but it's just funny because people don't learn that you catch more flies with honey. You know what I mean? What else for the Queen of Wands? Oh, groupie. Always partying. Okay, so that's probably what they were used to doing over there. You can't carry them same characteristics and the paradigms that you operate out of with a karmic feminine over to an empress and a star. It's not going to work. They're not going to let you do the same stuff that you did. So I'm getting this past the relationship with this past person was more of a trauma bond. And that Queen of Wands, if they repeat cycles with that person, it's because they accept them as they are when you're not going to, right? You're going to make this person evolve, right? Not make, but you're going to have expectations. Okay, so let them go back over there then. Yeah, forces things on you, uses force to get what they want, forces their way in. Impersonator, yeah. So I don't know if they met that person on the party scene, right? And they were just used to being that way, and then they came over here thinking that they could do the same thing, and that's not how it's going down. Period. Not with the Queen of Pentacles. Like, and we got the Star here and the Empress. Just, it's not going down that way. Okay, so now let me get you some advice and see what's happening here. So did I see the Magician over here? Yeah, I did. Let me see something really quick. Because was this Queen of Wands doing magic? She do got the moon next to her. That could be, if this person shapeshifted, that could be it. For those of you who do believe in it, maybe you don't. I don't know, I do. I've seen it with my own two eyes. Me and that person are no longer friends, but I've definitely seen people do it. So what's the Magician? Mystical cat, feline spirit energy, intuition, magic, divine being, fortune, wards off evil. That's in the reverse. Look, then we have light a candle. What else for the Magician? Affliction, delusion, suffering. Sit, watch, observe, then make your move. What's affliction, delusion, and suffering? What's that? So I'm not really getting that. I'm just getting this was an energy that knew how to manipulate this person. They knew what buttons to press. They knew what to say to piss them off. What to get them all out of arms and knock them off their square. Great fortune, big luck. That's in the reverse. So is this person... This Queen of Wands could be having money issues. Maybe this is what it all came down to. Her arguing and fighting over money and them not taking care of their kids and then putting you in the middle because you're in a relationship with them. And then we have the World in reverse, which feels like unfinished business, a failed plan, hidden from you, wrong way. It's about to backfire. Balance your emotions. Yeah, okay. So I'm really getting magic off of that Queen of Wands. It's possible, but I see more so her just being manipulative. Her knowing what to do. What sit, watch, observe, and make your move. What to say, what buttons to press, like I said, to get a reaction out of the person or to cause some sort of, affliction, delusion, suffering. So let's get some advice. You know, I also want to pull on that another thing that I have too. Let's see. And see what this union was about. What's the message for Aqua? Yeah, but there's a new cycle here with the Fool. That's too many cards. Somebody is starting over. And they feel like they can finally exhale. They can finally breathe. That's what the Fool is giving me. Right? Like I can finally just let my hair down. Loyalty. Oh boy. Yeah, see? I don't know what was going on with this Queen of Wands, but... This is number 34. 3 and 4 also reduces to 7. Loyalty, belief, sacred. Well, this is called Inala. Trust and devotion are gifts that should be earned and not given because of the instructions of others. Trusting in the future. Loyalty is earned as a result of your actions, and beliefs cannot be demanded of another. The ancestors know that loyalty is hard-earned and can take considerable time to gain, but once gained, devotion will be long-lasting and sacred. Aboriginal totem. Loyalty means the total acceptance of another soul. Loyalty towards others should be used sparingly. However, loyalty towards yourself is a true mark of self-respect. Know yourself first and trust your inner self to guide you to others who are worthy of your loyalty. Yeah. That's why I said you probably held on to this person, kind of like avoiding the inevitable. You could be somebody who's very loyal, righteous, like the committed type. Not everybody has that in them, believe it or not, but yeah, it just feels like you may have been loyal to the wrong person. We're doing something funny with this Queen of Wands, but you know, I don't know, this Page of Pentacles could have been them breadcrumbing you, or they just weren't in alignment with you. So let's see what this is. What's the Two of Cups down here? This wasn't a connection though. Okay, it says miracles. Miracles are everywhere. Keep the faith. So you could be manifesting a new relationship, one that's high vibrational or in alignment with your higher self, your higher timeline with the star, or your North Node. But this person could have felt like you were a miracle to them. I'm getting that too. Then at the bottom, we have communication. Effective communication is bridge to understanding and connection. So yeah, it feels like that was off here. The communication was off. This person, I feel like they maybe heard you, but they wasn't getting the message. Okay, prayer. Prayer is a dialogue with the universe. Express your wishes. Okay, yeah, so it feels like whatever you've been manifesting in terms of relationships, you could have been praying about it, meditating on it, or whatever. The star is also wish fulfillment. So it feels like there's a relationship that's on the horizon. Yeah, I can see it here with the Emperor. the Chariot and the King of Pentacles. But you know, the Chariot is divine will, right? That moves towards God's plan. Yeah, harmony is the beautiful melody in relationships and rebirth. Every new ending is a new beginning. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this cycle is closed out with this person. They got whatever they needed to in your presence, or they're gonna figure it out in your absence, because you know, like big buildings and skyscrapers, you can't see all of what you need to in the doorway, right? Sometimes you got to back up and see it from a distance to get the big picture, to see it, and you know, in its totality. So good luck with your next phase of your journey, Aquarius. I hope this gave you some form of clarity. If I resonate with you, like and share. If nothing else, leave a comment. Okay, I love to chat with you all, but I'll see you next time. Bye.